this is what we got right here. So you want to introduce yourself, Mr. Vito Valley, not Smelly.
What it do, what it do. I go by the name Vito Velli. I'm a rapper, producer, engineer, some slight jack of all trades. And yeah,
Jack of all trades. You a mechanic too? You know how to fix on cars and shit?
I know how to change a light bulb.
You got a jack of all trades. But Chevy Capo, I'm an engineer too. I make some music and I'm an up and coming designer and shit like that. And I'm also a podcast director, actor. What else? What the fuck else? That's probably it as of right now. But everything else, we straight. So yeah, this is our very first podcast. It's pretty much a quick introduction as far as like on to like the scene or whatever, or something shit like that. We just wanted to do something with this podcast, but we had special guests and stuff like that. But as of right now, it's just me and Vito Velli. Next week though, we got a special guest. You know what I'm saying? So with that with that being said, you know what I'm saying, we just cracking the ice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we pretty much getting started. So if you're wondering why we started this podcast, that's like be a number one question. Pretty much, we wanted to like build like our own platform, like our own niche, and like later on down the line, have people who doing their own thing, give a spotlight to them, and like it comes full circle. Sponsorships down the road when we get there. We just want to just give like a platform. That's pretty much the basics of it.
Yeah, definitely. My whole thing was the whole thing of the podcast was like I really wanted to do it because I'm a big fan of Noriega, uh, Mike Tyson's podcast. Who else? $1 million worth of game, definitely. Shit. Who else? This is Joe Rogan's podcast. He got some dope shit on there for sure. Yeah, I'm just a core fan of podcasts. Even though it's a lot of other people I see that's doing podcasts too on Instagram and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We just wanted to take it on another level, get you familiar with us and shit like that, as far as like getting to know us type shit. But yeah. So the first question, cause yeah, we do questions. You know what I'm saying? We do bad questions. So like when it comes to like the guest, we want you to dominantly get to know them. You know what I'm saying? Because you probably see them on Instagram, YouTube, or whatever trade that they do. Like they can be actors, whatever shit like that, rappers. You know what I'm saying? You got a fan base, so you really want to get into it with them and shit like that. So yeah. So Video Valley, my brother right here, my nigga. I'm much bigger. He just taller. Nah, what's good? My first question for both of us, like the questions that we asking is basically for both of us to answer type shit. So it's like one of those. So what's your plan for music? Like what you got going on? Like upcoming shits like music, mixtapes, videos, tours. What are you gonna do with shit like that?
So I got like a lot planned. Got it all writing out. My first project, better late than never. First project I dropped like in a while. I decided to take a big break with music, and now I feel like it's time for me to come back with it. And also,
My
I'm
phone
working
ring?
on.
You got my phone?
Nope.
All right, you go ahead. Keep
Oh,
going.
yeah. So, better late than never. That's gonna be my project. I'm planning to drop later on out the year. A group project. Me, Capo, DQ, a couple other artists. We're gonna keep that on the low low. Yeah, that's my pretty much plans to do that. Start touring, get my name out there. That's pretty much the plan with the music coming on. Got a couple music videos on the way. So yeah, stay tuned for that.
And how are you gonna be able to? Excuse me, I'm trying to find my fucking phone and shit. You sure my phone ain't in the pocket? So and with that being said, how are you able to do that? Like, how are you able to just get up and just say like I'm gonna do a tour or I'm gonna drop this or I got new music coming? Like, what is your process type shit on how are you making that possible? This song cooking me. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta take this shit off.
Making it possible as in like The drive or like the day to day, like the process of
Just
it.
how you gonna get to where you talking about? You talking about tours and shit. How you gonna get there? You just can't say you're gonna go on a tour. You just go on a tour. Like how you gonna get that? What's the process?
Marketing, getting the name out there. That's one thing I learned like the past like at least couple months is like learn how to use your marketing skills like ads, cause that's the best way to do it when it comes to that. Cause as of now I'm looking, checking my stats for my last song. It's like okay, I ain't at like that super big level, but I'm like I'm better than I was the last time. So it's just the fact of learning what you did last time, taking notes of it, and improve on it. And so far I've been improving. Now it's just take it step by step.
Word. Okay, that's a good answer. Well, I'm gonna do music too, cause at first I wasn't gonna do music. I was just solely gonna be on the fashion scene. But you know, with that, like music and fashion go hand in hand, always and forever. And with that being said, you know, like I just, you know, really couldn't fund two things as of right now. I'm not a scammer, you feel me? Like I don't be selling rocks and shit. You know, I just more so just, you know, day to day, you know. So with that being said, like I love to make music. I got passion for it. But once I picked up that sewing machine and I started making clothes and shit, like it was just unbelievable. So as far as that, like I fell in love with the fashion and shit like that, the fashion scene and shit like that. It felt more realistic. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like with that, because it's quick money. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the money, but it's quick. You know what I'm saying? You take something, you design something, you sell it, you get the product, and it's that it is what it is. But with that, it's like with music, it takes far more. You know what I'm saying? And like planning and conversation and who do you know and um, uh, uh, what you got coming up and the fan base too. Like you just can't say you just make music and you just got a crazy fan base because it's in reality it's not gonna work. It's not. So like that, I'm like, yo, I fell in love with the music, with the fashion and shit like that, and I just wanted to take flight with that. And taking flight with that, it seemed more realistic to me. But as far as music though, I would just do what he do. So when he make it, I make it, basically. So yeah. So the next question on the podcast would be on the list. Okay, what's your plan for the next clothing line? Well, the plan for that would probably be to be more organized. You know, I when it comes to designing for me, like I always just go off of my head. Like I don't never like, you know what I'm saying, just write this shit down, draw it out, shit like that. You feel me? Like a nigga just be coming off the top of the head. So whatever comes in my head, I just get to the sewing machine, make the patterns, and just thug it out. But I'm not trying to keep doing that shit. I'm trying to like actually have a blueprint. So with that, I want to drop collections versus just dropping pieces. Like I said, like the biggest problem for both of us is just the bread behind it. Once we get the bread behind it, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be
And also, doing this can be like another stream of income to fund it. 'Cause I seen this one thing, like it was like a interview with DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, and Wiz Khalifa. They said they did certain things to fund the stuff that they really wanted to do. Like I really want to do the music. Josh really want to do the clothesline. We like doing the podcast, but we know that's a way of source of income that can feed into what we got.
yeah. It's income too, but I fuck with it. Like I actually do this podcast shit. Like I fuck with this podcast shit. So the next question on the list is probably let me see, cause Chris was in charge of writing this shit. He don't. Okay. What's the vow of the podcast? The vibe. Okay. I was to say you didn't say vibe. You said ball. Okay. The pod. You see where we at? We at. We ain't gonna say where we at, but we downtown Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Hometown type shit. You know what I'm saying? This is where we at with it. You know, and okay, this is where we at with it, and we just basically trying to find like an area, a place, or something like that, so you can get familiar. Cause we ain't gonna never be in the same spot. Honestly, we gonna be everywhere. You feel me? Like we gonna be here. We gonna be at the next spot. We gonna have guests. So you know what I'm saying. Depending on our guests, we probably have to fly out to them. You know, it'll be in different settings, and that's what make this shit the vibe of the podcast so like crazy. Like out like amazing. You feel me? Because you just never know type shit. Like we just thinking outside of the box and we just going with that type shit. What you think the vibe of the podcast is? We pass
It's
that
a-
around. Get the fuck.
it's like it's gonna be like a decent vibe, you know. You see where we at outside, nice weather, stuff like that. We're gonna be places inside, gonna be places outside. We go to talk about some motivational stuff, some impactful stuff, the stuff that people want to hear. You're gonna just vibe with us. You're gonna grow with us. You're gonna learn with us. We're gonna go through ups and downs, and you're just gonna just see the journey till we can make it to the top.
Okay, and with that being said, what kind of guests people would want to know? What type of guests will we have on here? Like, what type of people? Like, do we want to have philosophers, scientists, or we just want to have actors, rappers, porn stars? Um, you know, what type of audience are we trying to attract? And my answer would probably be, I more so want to make this a platform for artists. You know what I'm saying? Not more so music. You could be a painter. You can be whatever you want to be. I just want it to be more so with artists. You know what I'm saying? So I want like it could be rappers. You could be paint. You could be an upcoming designer. You could be a boxer. You could be MMA fighter. You could have your own podcast. You know what I'm saying? You could do anything. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff like that. You know, it don't really matter. So with that, that's more so what I believe we're gonna the way we're gonna have it. Like more so artists, because artists rule the world.
Yeah, it's definitely the land for the artists. People who doing their own thing, like got their own platform, they niche, they trying to grow it. Rather they be an artist, it could be like a woman who got their own beauty supply store and she growing a business or something like that, or an actor who's doing their thing, or upcoming sports athlete. We want to pretty much
Oh
give
yeah,
them,
athletes. I
yeah,
forgot athletes.
cause we athletes too. So we just athletes turned bloggers. So like we definitely want to give the people their time in the sun who actually know what they talking about in the athlete aspect, music. We just give them like time to show their stuff because we all coming through the same thing.
On bro. So yeah, this is our podcast. You know what I'm saying? And I'm really proud that we got up and did this, because normally we'll say we do something and we don't do it or we're not consistent. But with this, it feel natural, don't it, little bro? I'm playing. I'm playing. Nah, but it feels natural. It feels like we could do anything we want to. Honestly, we could have done this. Like we could have, but we just we, better late than never. Better late than never. On God, better late than never. So we just gonna keep coming back to giving y'all like dope podcasts, dope videos. Depending on the person, the conversation, the vibe, it can be super long, you know what I'm saying, or it can be super short. But our intentions and our goal is to basically like pick that person's brain, make that person more comfortable type shit. Like I want them to be comfortable so they're able to talk about what they want to. Now, if YouTube knock our shit off, it's because we didn't say some wild shit that we shouldn't have said. But we gonna say it anyway because that's just how we is. We on some like Tupac level with the talking and shit like that. Like we gonna say some wild shit. But yeah, basically, bro, we just gonna have fun with this. We don't give a fuck about who don't give a fuck about us. People that's judging, we don't give a fuck about that. It is what it is. Suck my. I ain't gonna say that because it's kids up there. But you get what I'm trying to say, like, yeah. So we wanted to give y'all the best of what we can get y'all. We out here with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna be in the slums too. We ain't gonna be downtown. You feel me? Like, we gonna be in the slums. We gonna be in the ghetto. We gonna be in the suburbs. We gonna be on top of buildings, whatever it is, whatever the case is. We gonna set that vibe. We want to bring the people in so they can, like, you know what I'm saying, keep watching us and stay with it, and want to be a part of this journey, the growing shit like that. And we also want to give people something to look forward to. We also want people to be, more so. Y'all good, y'all good. Yeah, y'all good. Yeah, we want to bring more people in to be able to like basically like just be more comfortable. Just be you.
Also, motivate people like to actually get out their comfort zone. 'Cause a lot of people they're afraid of certain things. This is like a chance to like let that side open up. You be able to be comfortable in this place. It's like it's a comfort zone type of vibe we go with. We gonna talk about a lot of stuff in there, so I just want y'all to stay tuned. We got a lot of stuff coming.
Yeah, D Coasty, I'm coming for you, bro. I want you on this podcast for real. I know you be checking my DMs. You be seeing my DMs. You feel me? I'm rocking and shit. This right here, bro. This is insane. Like this is crazy. Like I need you on this podcast. If that you could be a first guest. Nah, I got somebody as first guest. You know what I'm saying? He another star. That's my dog too. But it'd be crazy to get you on the podcast as like the first person. That'd be crazy. Like Decosi, like I'm a fan to the core. Like I've been following you since you was doing tattoos on Chief Keef. Like it's like nigga, you feel me? But I ain't fanned out though. But you my dog, you feel me? But yeah, that's definitely crazy. Like who would you want to be on this podcast? Who you fuck with? Of course Kanye. Even Noriega. We could get Noriega in this bitch. So who you think?
Down the road, hmm.
Hey, we
What?
gotta get Taj and them on here too. We gonna get y'all them
Oh
niggas on
yeah,
here too.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. We gotta get all y'all, get my young bulls in there. Besides
Young
them,
Bulls?
yeah. Shoot, besides them, hmm. I feel like Wiz Khalifa would be a dope
Yeah,
conversation.
yeah. And
Cause he
we gonna have
vibe
some.
out.
We gonna be tell them we gonna be versatile. Like
Oh
we
yeah,
gonna have like
definitely
shit. We could get Joe Rogan on this bitch. We
Joe,
can get Joe Rogan on
Joe
this bitch.
Rogan. And, hey, we shooting for the moon.
Oh God, we shooting for the moon, and if we miss that, we gonna fall on a star.
Yep. I thought it was you shoot for the stars, you land on the moon.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah, I about to say the moon was kind of close compared to the stars. But you get what you try, you get what you try to say
I'm
here.
over here like, damn, I thought I killed some shit.
I like the effort. I like the effort. You got spunk for that one. Super spunk.
Oh God,
Yep.
that's definitely a vibe.
It really is. Shit, do we cover everything on the list? Oh, so yeah, we gonna come up with this name later. We don't. We still working on it.
So I want to ask y'all. Yeah, I can put in the comments, whatever. Um, Tap conversations. What do y'all think about tap conversations? And the theory behind that, or the meaning behind that, is our conversations are so hot that you feel me. The feds want to tap into it because of the shit that we talking about. That was my whole little you dig as far as like the naming. Because Chris, he sucks at names. But I came up with the name Tap Conversation. I'm pretty sure 100% that's what we're going to go with. The only backlash I probably will get out of that is like, they'll be like, oh, why would you call it Tap Conversation? I ain't finna go there. This nigga probably snitching on people and woody woo woo. Like, nah, it ain't none of that. It's just the Tap Conversation. I just like the name of it. I like the meaning behind it as well. And yeah, I just fuck with that name. But yeah, this podcast shit is gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really want it to be something that you would least expect to happen. Like, I want it to be something that you would never see it coming in a million years. The conversations we talking about, I don't even want y'all to even be even you feel me? Be like, wow, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could get Dirk on this bitch. We could get some Damian Leonard on this bitch. We could get whoever, you know what I'm saying? Just because I want y'all to get more comfortable with these people who y'all look up to, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I want to get to know them personally, like on a psychological level, like what people are thinking, because we all the same, but we different at the same time, you know what I'm saying? So nothing gonna stop us, you know what I'm saying? If it come down to it, it come down to just the nitty gritty. We gonna knock that shit out, you feel me? Shout out to the guys, shout out Kobe, Quan, Babas, DJ, DQ, Ash, Ash, my nigga. Shout out, huh?
Edward Anderson.
Edward Anderson, wide receiver. Yeah, shout out to all my close circle and shit like that. Uh, yeah, bro. Like we just basically trying to make nothing out of something to something to more. You feel me? Like, and you know what I'm saying? If people get off that bum shit, cause they'll see you trying to do something, and they just look over it and shit like that. Like, fuck that. We want you to not only support but actually be fans. Like, not even fans. I won't even say that. I won't even put that title on it. I just want you to be more so a following. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's basically what I want it to be like. You feel me? Like, cause this shit is coming from the heart. This shit is coming from pure intention of fucking trying to be successful. We could turn this bitch to a success seminar if we really wanted to. But yeah, bro. Like, yeah, Chris, where you from? What do you like to do in your spare time? And goddamn, what made you want to do a podcast with me on it, guys?
From Chicago Heights. What I do in my spare time besides rapping, I like to play 2K every now and then. I like GM mode. But if I'm like 40 or 45, I want to be an NBA GM. Trust me, don't.
Facts.
Quote,
Facts.
you just got quoted right here. But yeah, I like doing podcast stuff like that. Like I said, like a year ago, I had this Instagram podcast. I did live every Thursday. I have like 10 guests in a row, and it was like a real good like refreshing feeling. You talking, the main talks were like with mental health, anxiety, and all this, and it's like the feedback I got the most that was like good. It was like people DM me and say, "Bro, I needed that. I was having a down day. I was about to do this, but hearing your conversation made me feel better." So I would say that like if we can inspire somebody from this podcast, whether it be a one quote or we bring someone in that say one thing, that would be perfect.
Yeah, basically, word of mouth. Basically, like the word of mouth is like you never know who you know, because we could probably have the governor on the show. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, that's how dedicated I am as far as like getting to know people and getting like just you know what I'm saying, just getting to know people. Asking them questions that y'all would want to hear the answers to. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that. So, like I want to do that, but. My name is JV Capital. I'm from Gary, Indiana. I grew up in Chicago Heights. In my spare time, I just like to just do stuff like this. I just like to help people. You feel me? I like to get people up. You know what I'm saying? I like to raise people up. You know what I'm saying? I want to be like a philosopher. Like I don't want to go to college. I do want to go to college. Hopefully, you feel me? Like some shit like this. I knock that tuition out. You feel me? Get back in the books, knock it out. But I definitely want to be a philosopher. That's like one of my long-term goals. Like I want to be philosophing and shit like that. Cause like my mind and shit like that. Like, when I pray to God, I don't pray for like bitches and cars and shit like that. I be praying for like wisdom. You feel me? Like guidance. Like I pray for shit like that because that shit is unlimited. You can get that shit. You can't lose it. So I definitely be trying to get shit like that. Like I try to be more of a wise person versus like, you feel me? I want to be myself. Like we ourselves right now. Like we could have got on this bitch and got the punk faking with y'all because we around all these people we never seen before. But fuck that. It is what it is. Keeping it real, keeping it nitty and gritty. Um, yeah, but with that being said, yeah, bro, like we might call this bitch the Top Conversations. I like that because we get on this bitch and get people to get to crying. Like we get people, feel me, like, you know. So yeah, Instagram coming soon. We're debating whether we want to be able to create like Top Conversations Instagram, or do we want to just solely like create it like he posted on his, I posted on mine, or whatever the case, on both. You know what I'm saying? Or we'll come together and somebody acting a fool. We'll come together and yeah, just as far as stuff like that. I want I want I want our conversations to bring people in, not just the guest, because we got LL Cool J or somebody. Like I want you to get into this shit because Tap Conversations as a place where you could go on a podcast and we're gonna pick your brain. Like we're gonna draw your attention in. Like you're not gonna be like listening to it and then you're just gonna up and just change the channel or whatever the fuck the case is. Like we want you to be into it. You know what I'm saying? We want you to goddamn be like a second home. So it's just trying to do like that. I'm trying to get more familiar with the whole thing of idea of having a podcast and being successful at it. Anything you want to say? Just speak your mind, brother. Speak your mind.
I was about to say, you pretty much said everything up. You pretty much said everything. We pretty much cover everything with the podcast we're about to get through.
Yeah, but fucking talk to them. Let them fucking get to know you a little more.
They gonna know me more about the episodes. You can't.
Maybe they can. It's the introduction.
This
You
a,
can say them a little bit.
this is too deep for the intro. I
You
can't
really
give them
was
the
waiting. On,
sauce.
you
I
really
was
was waiting to say that.
yes, I was waiting for that. Too deep for the intro. I was waiting for it.
I like that though.
Yeah,
Spunk.
yeah, got spunctual vibes. You see me, I see you. You gonna laugh a little bit too. I ain't gonna lie. You gonna laugh. Like you say, he gonna cry. It's part of it.
You ruined it, and we're done. Nah, I was playing. Nah, but that wraps up the introduction. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope The scenery was nice for y'all. You get to see us looking good and shit like that. Pause. And you know what I'm saying? We just had a good time. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm finna get something to eat. And shout out Quan. I know Quan gonna be mad, but Quan, you gonna be in the next episode shit. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be a part of the team because we taking this shit to the top,
Yeah,
baby.